Hey Braedon, I hope you're doing well. Here are just a few instructions on how to do the activities in our Google Classroom. Of course, you get to the Google Classroom and then you click on Our Class. And you're going to need to scroll down to get to some of the things. The first one I think you said you had issues with was this comparing and contrasting Red Riding Hood and Limpopo. It's been a while since you read those books, so if you've totally forgotten, it's okay. But to get to that, you're going to click, of course, on the link. Oh, and look, mine's already done, so I can't show you. But what you would do is it's kind of tricky to move the boxes. You have to click on the edge of them where you get that funny looking arrow, and then you can click and it kind of moves invisibly, and then when you let go of your mouse it pops in there. So that's how you move those boxes. And if you don't click on, if you just click and drag, nope, got to get to the edge and get that arrow. And so that's how you move that. When you get finished with that, remember you're going to click on the little baby X up here and then click on the blue turn in symbol to turn it into me, and so that I can check your work and make sure you did it okay. So now we're going to go back to Google Classroom and we're going to go up to the next thing. This is the compare and contrast that I actually really need you to do to make sure that you understand how to compare and contrast different things. Remember, comparing is looking for the things that are the same, and contrasting means looking for things that are different. And so, again, Miss Fairclough has done hers. But what we did was, on yours, it'll be all black. And so what you're going to do is highlight the things that are the same in red, and then you're going to color the things that are different with blue. And to do that, let's see, Brenda and Bailey are best friends, so that's something that they have in common. That's something that's the same. So I'm going to take those words, best friends, and you have to be really careful when you're highlighting text, because a lot of kids in your class accidentally moved the text around or deleted some of the text. So if you do run into that problem, it's okay. Don't worry about it. But to change the color, you highlight the text and then you come up here to this A, because A always stands for text, and then you can come down and we're going to change it to red, because being best friends is something that is the same about them. If you have something that's different, for example, Brenda has a sister, so I would highlight sister, and because that's something different, something just about Brenda, I'm going to change that to blue. And then I come down here and read about Bailey, and it says that Bailey lives in a big house with her mom, dad, and her brother. So she has a brother. So I'm going to highlight brother. And then I'm going to come to the A and choose blue, because that's something that's different about them. Then over here in your Venn diagram, once you finished figuring out what's the same and what's the different about them, you're going to come over here to your Venn diagram. And of course you're going to label one side with Brenda, and you do that by simply, remember, double clicking in that text box, and then you can type whatever you need to in each box. And then one side with Bailey. And then, of course, the middle is for things that are the same about both of them. So you simply double click on the box, type in what you need to type, go to the next one, double click, type what you need until you've got all the boxes filled in. Again, you're going to click on the small X at the top and then click on turn, that blue turn in, to get it to turn into me. So I'm going to go back here. And so these next two things, we've got Goldilocks and Goldilocks. And then up here we have Cinderella compare and contrast. There's instructions that tell you exactly what to do. You're going to watch the two videos and pay attention to things that are the same and things that are different. Then open the document and compare and contrast the two stories. And turn it in when you are finished. So you've got two videos here. One is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And then this one is the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So you're going to click on this video link first. And what it does is it kind of opens everything up in a new window for you. And I'm going to pause it so it doesn't play the story. But when you're done with watching Goldilocks, then you're going to come up to the top. Oh, nope, you know what? I forgot. You can actually come over here to the side. See this little arrow right here? And that will take you to the next video. And so then you're going to watch Goldilocks and the Three Bears. But to get to the activity, you have to come up here and click on this arrow to take you back. And then you're going to click on Goldilocks and Goldie Rocks. Some of the boys and girls have had to click on this down here, and it says open. And then it takes you to a new screen where it has what looks just like this, and you can click on Goldilocks and Goldie Rocks. And I've started this with a group already, so I've got some stuff filled in. But just like the Brenda and Bailey, you double click on the box and type in what you need to type. You are going to have to add the titles for each one. So I've got Goldie Rocks and the Three Bears over here, and Goldilocks and the Three Bears over on this side. So things that are just about Goldilocks and the Three Bears go in the blue boxes. Things about Goldie Rocks go in the pinkish boxes. And then those that are the same go in the middle. And again, click on that small X to turn it in, to get back to that Google Classroom and turn it into me. This one, this next one, Cinderella, if you don't get to, I know this is a lot for you to do, and if you don't get to it, it's okay. This was one that I put up for boys and girls that finished with Goldilocks and needed another activity to do. So as you can see, you know, only one person has done it, and I had to give it back to him because he didn't follow directions. So it's the same thing. You're going to watch the movie, which is the story about, seriously, Cinderella is so annoying. And then you're going to watch Cinderella, and then you're going to do a compare and contrast, same way as Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And so you can get that done. But like I said, don't feel like you have to do everything. Just as you have time, you can get this work done, just to kind of practice a couple compare and contrast. And then I gave your mom the ant and the grasshopper paper, and that's kind of like our assessment to make sure that you have grasped the concept and know how to compare and contrast. And I think you're going to do just fine on that. And I think that's all. I hope you have a wonderful Easter and you get to come home for Easter. That would be so cool. Oops, I hit something. And I will see you after spring break. Bye.